Hello, air signs, and this is going to be a message that Spirit feels that you need to hear to help you. I've been guided, I do get guidance over the cards I'm going to use, but I've been asked to use these piles. So we're going to take a card from each one of these piles, and then we'll get the tarot to understand what the guidance is about. This is a Crystal Angels. There we are. So the first card, we'll put them to the side just now. In fact, I'll put them to this side because I'm right-handed. We've got divine feminine, yin, feminine energy. Now, yin energy, feminine energy is in touch with your emotional side. So this is about your emotions, how you're feeling about things. You might be going through something that's upsetting, or it could just be how you're feeling. Every day, it's a time to reflect on that. So we'll just take some cards to see what Spirit's got to say. We've got the Three of Wands. We've got the Ace of Pentacles. We've got the Justice card, which is Libran energy. And we've got the Four of Pentacles. And what this is about, really, is it's about feeling as if you're in a rut, it could be, or you feel that your comfort zone's becoming a rut. What we're saying here is you're holding on to something too tightly, and it's stopping you emotionally expanding. So it's time to maybe think about making yourself that wee bit vulnerable. This could also be you holding on to something. It could be finances, it could be a job, and it could be because you've been in it a long time and it's given you a certain amount of security, which isn't a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. But what we're saying here is Spirit feels that this is time for you to look for a new opportunity, to expand your horizons that could help you. There's something else you could be doing here that could make you happy. So this is to do with your emotional side. There's going to be benefits from looking at something new. So don't be frightened to make yourself vulnerable. Don't be frightened to look at new opportunities. Now, the Ace of Pentacles is something to do with everyday life. So it could be with finances, relationships, environments, or your job. So it's anything here that we need to, new opportunities that we could invest our time in to expand our horizons and enjoy the benefits. Now, we can make, it could be something that we're putting our efforts into that could be very stable for you in the future, because Pentacles, when we put the work in and we work on things, we get our rewards from that. And this really is about getting excited about life, is about making plans for the future. So think about here, what would you be inspired to do? What would make you happy? You don't have to stay in situations just because you're in them. We can make decisions at any time. So get excited about life. It's time to bring the excitement back. It's time to make plans for the future and get on that boat and build and experience something new. And this here is karmic justice. So whatever happens, if it's court cases or legal things you're involved in or tying up loose ends, there'll be a fair outcome for everybody involved. And always keep your karma right. So if you're leaving a job, work your notice. It's that type of thing. Do the right thing by others here, because what Spirit's reminding you as well, what you put into things you get out of it. And it's time for you to put your efforts into something that could really excite you and expand your horizons. New opportunities. We're not saying this is a bad thing here, but what Spirit's saying is there's something more you could be doing that could make you happy and you could get passionate about. So that's quite nice. That's nice. Now, we've got here, honour your boundaries. Respect, understanding, communication and trust. Now, you've got to be around people here that don't take advantage of you in life. Don't be saying yes when you mean no here. Don't be overworking and not getting some downtime. It's about getting that balance in that sense as well. Where do your boundaries lie? This is what you've got to think about. You've got to trust your intuition with it. You've got to communicate and make it clear where your boundaries are lying, maybe in relation to people round about you. It could be your job, it could be your family, your friends. Let's see why this has came out. The Page of Swords, the pages are the beginnings of something here. The Ten of Wands. Now, tens are endings. The Four of Wands. And the Queen of Swords. Now, when we're talking about boundaries here, we're talking about it's got very challenging. So you could be overworking. You could be, somebody could be putting too much on you. You might need to delegate. But what you're doing here, whatever the challenge may be, these are just examples. And it's ironic that it came under this Ace of Pentacles. But these are all challenges you've been through so that you can gain wisdom about how you want to go forward. So it's time to look at your boundaries here. It's time to look at your own situation in life and ask yourself, am I enjoying life? Because this is, the first row of cards is saying you have to be enjoying life. So if things are getting too challenging, Spirit's saying this is time to lay your burdens down and it's time to look at new opportunities that could be inspiring, that you could grow with. Now, when you're going through a challenging time, you're learning about yourself all the time. So you're learning what's for you and what isn't. Now, it can be for some people here that it could be a long distance relationship or it could be to do with your family. This is the marriage card. So if it's a case of, that you're in a relationship with somebody and it's coming challenging, it's time to sort it out. It's time to sit down and maybe bring families together, or you moving your relationship to the next level. That's just for some people, because this can be the marriage card. It's victory and success is coming for anybody, though, if they reflect on their situation. Now, listen to your intuition, reflect on your wisdom here, and you'll get the ideas about how to go forward. Now, what we're saying here, for some of you, there's going to be quite major decisions needing to be made here to release yourself from something that's holding you back, or someone, or some way of doing things. So this Queen of Swords is someone who cuts people and situations out their life that no longer serves them and goes forward. Now, you do communicate. This is a communications card. It's about making things clear, speaking up for yourself. Once you've made your decision, because you've got the idea, because you've reflected on what you've been through, you don't change your mind. So this is not putting up with any BS anymore. And this is you taking control of things here. So you've got to trust your intuition, because your ideas will come forward. Listen to your intuition, reflect on your wisdom, have trust in yourself, and cut people and situations out that no longer serve you. Now, for some people, this could be the opposite. This can be the divorce card. So this here can be you doing what's right by your family, your environment, for some people. Remember, we spoke about keeping your karma right. Be kind, do what's needed here. If there's any legal situations, there'll be a fair outcome for everybody involved. And what's happening here is there'll be a time when you'll be able to step back, because you've committed, you've made your plans, and you've took action here, and you've committed to your own happiness. And what happens is there'll be a time where you can step back and say, I can see the fruits of my labour. I can see the success happening. I can see things changing. I can see the shifts coming in, and I'm more happy and I'm successful. Can see the success and the beauty in the decisions that I've made. So this is a lesson, you've learned your lesson, which is wonderful. Now, our last card here is calcite, and it's saying busy times and multitasking. So that's what we're talking about here. Taking charge of your schedule. Now, we have got this overbearing things. We did say, don't be saying yes when we mean no, and things like that. Taking charge of your schedule during this busy time, and honestly assessing your underlying reasons for being busy. So you need to look at why things are so hectic here. It can be because things have got too challenging and you might need to look at something new and make some major decisions, but let's have a look and see what else Spirit wants to say here. What are we saying about multitasking? The Knight of Pentacles. Now, he's a slow knight. The beautiful Empress. Wonderful. The Star card, which is Aquarius energy, and the Seven of Pentacles. Now, what we've been doing here is we've been investing our time into something, and it's time here to make decisions about how you want to go forward. So you've invested your time into something, you've been busy, whether it's to do with finances, work, relationships, or environments. And what's happening here is you're taking a step back because things have become so challenging, and you're thinking, do I want to keep doing this? Now, this is guidance, so it's entirely up to you what your decision is. Now, we're talking about being busy, overwhelmed here. It might be a time where you need to, like we said, make well-balanced decisions about how you want to go forward. So what Spirit is suggesting here is that you take time out. You might need to heal from it. You might want to take a break from work, a break from your relationship, a break from whatever's causing the challenges here, to find that emotional balance. So take some time out, be good to yourself. It's about you know, feminine energy. Again, we're back talking about these balance, you know, the balance, the emotional balance with cups and water here. This is about you taking control, healing, listening to your intuition, and thinking very carefully about how you want to go forward. Now, the thing about this is we're not rushing into anything. That's the thing. This is the slowest night in the pack. So baby steps is what's needed here when you want to go forward. It's about researching things, looking at your ideas, planning, making plans about how you want to go forward before you take action. So baby steps, this could be you looking at new opportunities for work, financial investments, new homes. Pentacles, like I said earlier, are everyday things. So you can heal this. You can bring new hope into your life here. You can take control and become the star of your own show, and you can start to go forward. And if there's anything that you're signing here, whether it be loans, contracts, leases, mortgage, whatever, look at the small print. Do your homework. Do not rush into anything. Take time to balance things out and make well-balanced decisions. And like we said here, don't worry about it, because by the time you've got your information here, it'll give you the confidence you're making well-balanced decisions and how you want to go forward. So fair karma, what you put into it, you'll get out of it. And that's what you need to remember. So take your time with this. Oops, a daisy. What we have here is you creating, and I'm going to take the 3 right down the centre. New opportunities, a chance to learn from the lessons you've learned, to lay your burdens down and use your wisdom to look about how you want to go forward to something new. A new opportunity to cross your path, or you're looking for a new opportunity. You lay your burdens down, and this creates this beautiful Empress energy. Now, this Empress is someone who shows self-love, is at one with her environment, nature, creating something beautiful here, rebirth and rejuvenation, and next to the star card, you could certainly do with it. So, new hope, rejuvenation, finding that emotional balance. Like I said, we're talking about how you're feeling, your emotions in all of this. This person here is at one with everything around them. They're grounded, they're making good decisions, they're enjoying their environments and what they're creating. And this could be, it could be pregnancy for some people, but it's a rebirth of a new idea or a rebirth of inspiration that's going to take you forward and put you back in control of your situation. Okay? You'll start to feel as if you're back in control of your life. We'll take a couple of these affirmation cards here to end the reading. The road to success is not always easy, but it's worth it. Keep pushing forward. Don't lose hope here, because things are challenging. There's decisions that you can make. You can redirect yourself and look for something new. Everything you want is coming. Relax and let the universe pick the time and the way. You just need to trust that what you want is coming, and watch how fast it comes. So get your ideas going, get your thinking cap on, and think about what's going to make you happy here. And honour yourself, your emotions and your boundaries. And don't be overwhelmed with life as it is at this time. I hope this helps. If it does, please like, share and subscribe. Bye-bye now.